searched everywhere. I looked through hundreds of files, searched through my text messages. I even looked everywhere in my wardrobe, but I just couldn't find where I asked for your opinion.
Hey, y'all.
I searched everywhere. I looked through
Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where I scour the internet in search of situations where I can offer my unsolicited opinion. Today's Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah comes from masslive.com. I don't know which Amy this is, but Ask Amy columns, advice raises more questions, which I find hard to believe because most of the time I have questions with the questions. So it would make sense that the advice raises more questions because y'all don't be giving nobody enough information. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, last year I sought your advice regarding my wife's codependent relationship with her daughters. Your counsel to me was either accept things as they were or leave. I mean, that sounds about right. That sounds like me. That's probably right. I probably told you to get some therapy. You, your wife, and the daughters. And while you're in therapy, either accept the things the way they are or, leave. But, okay. I saw your wisdom in knowing that I could never be happy in that life. I decided to move on. So you couldn't accept things as they were. And so you decided to move on. Well, that's good. After a bitter legal conflict, we divorced. Probably, yes. I could imagine it being bitter. Recently, my ex-wife contacted me. She said she misses our life together. Of course she did. She's not the one who divorced anybody. She said she recognizes the error in not prioritizing our marriage. Oh, does she? Does she? And that she wants to start over. She blames the attorney for the bitterness of our legal conflict. I don't know if the attorney is the reason for the bitterness in the legal conflict. It could be. Where were we? She blames her attorney for the bitterness of our legal conflict. I don't believe that for one second. I don't believe it's the attorney at all. I love her dearly. And yet I'm emotionally wounded. You're emotionally wounded? You divorced her because she is codependent with her daughters? It's her codependent relationship with her daughters. Okay. Is that a drug term? Is that a drug term? Am I missing that part? I feel like maybe, is that a drug term? I don't know. I love her dearly, and yet I'm emotionally wounded. He's emotionally wounded. This person's emotionally wounded. He's the one. Okay. I also worry that past habits will destroy our relationship once again. Okay, so it sounded like she said she recognized the error in not prioritizing y'all marriage, and she wants to start over. Do you recognize any errors that you have made? Or do you also want to start over? My inclination is to work together to put this behind us, but I know we still face an uncertain future. What? Is that your concern? An uncertain future? I mean, isn't that by nature the future? It's uncertain. When was your future certain with this person? That's what I need to know. During the marriage, was it certain? And now this second marriage will be uncertain? I'm not certain about this. Do you have any thoughts on what our path should be? Signed, uncertain. Your path should be separate. Your path should be separate. I don't like. I don't care for the fact that you know. Listen, you got married. You tried it out. You decided your limits were greater than her shortcomings. And no, actually the reverse. Her shortcomings were greater than your limits. And that's fair. And that's divorce. But why there's nothing in this that told me, okay, my inclination is to work together to put this behind us. Maybe you all can court. No, don't court. Because I feel like courting is exclusive. Like, maybe you all can date each other again, but don't be exclusive. Because, like, you already know that you all enjoy each other. We get that. That's not the, But what if, she meets somebody else where their limits are greater than her shortcomings? And what if you meet someone that is, exactly who you're looking for, that, don't have a codependent relationship with their daughter? I don't know what but I'm saying it doesn't even seem like there's, like, you didn't even give us much. We got, I don't know. What are you going back for? For what? For what? So she said that she sees the error of her ways. What does that mean? What does the error of her ways mean? That she's not gonna have a codependent relationship with her daughters? Is that, I realize it. And so now, instead of behaving the way I've been behaving for all these years, I'm not gonna have a codependent relationship with my daughter. I'm gonna prioritize my husband. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, maybe, like, can we just ask for a moment? I'm just like, what if when you met this woman who had a codependent relationship with her daughters, and what if, instead of, like, vehemently disagreeing with everything that is, what if, if we go to, like, bizarro world, what if you didn't disagree with it completely, totally, utterly enough for you to divorce her, but instead you agreed with it? What would you look like in their lives? Like, how would you move and maneuver in their lives? Because, right now it's on the outside. And so it doesn't sound like you're the father of these daughters. I don't know how old these daughters are, but if her relationship with her daughters is so much so that that you feel it destroyed your marriage, there's a lot there. So, it's not, I couldn't imagine it being something as simple as, girls, you can only come over once a week on these set of times. And, you all might not, you might like each other, but it doesn't sound like the blending of your lives is, and my biggest concern is for your ex-wife, because let's say, I don't appreciate the one-sidedness of it all, because I know that it's very easy for people to it's easy for him to look at his wife and her daughters and be like, boom, that's what's going on, that's what you need to fix. But is it that easy for him? Does he see any toxic relationships that he has that he's like, and if he's saying yes, it was to his wife, don't go back to that. Don't go back to that. Your limits have not changed. You know, what your expectations. So you found the woman, you loved her, the family dynamic was more than you could bear. You told the universe, you know, next woman I want to find where the family dynamic is something that is in line with who I am as a person. You know, don't if you're relying on her changing being the key factor for a new marriage between you all to work, don't do it. Don't do it. Date each other, and don't be exclusive. Don't be exclusive. You know what I mean? Meet other people. Travel, see the world, and if you all find yourselves back at the altar, fair to say. Fair to say. And if not, you see, you gave it your best. All right. So, everybody's on their own path. There you go. I answered the question. Look at me answering damn questions. Look at me. And that was a pretty good question. I'm going to give you credit on that, uncertain. I mean, the fact that you feel like, you face that's just how the future is. Uncertain. So, that's just how it's going to be. But what you can do to solidify the certainty in your own self is be resolute in knowing that who you are. Knowing who you are. Yeah. And that's what you need to focus on, is the certainty of your own self, And even in that certainty of who you are, be certain that there's space for growth and expansion and evolution, right? Like, you may become a whole new person, and that still counts as you. Still counts as you. All right, y'all. Much success to us all.